intimation that non-citizen voting is somehow an extreme concern voiced only by conspiracy theorists is a familiar song and dance. But after so many of their lies, from Russia collusion to Hunter's laptop, have been exposed, do Democrats really want to play that game again? From the guffaws of outrage to the nervous laughter that there's nothing to see here, we are being told in plain English, in bold red neon lettering, the Democrats plan on cheating again. Hello, this is basically what they are telling us if they are against election integrity. Now, we saw them say, oh wow, most secure election in history in 2020, a bunch of posturing on their part. Well, fast forward to today, 2024, we have to ask, is this going to work again? Recall the outrage over the 2020 election. Recall how many of us were called conspiracy theorists. A repeat of the same or even a similar scenario this time around would likely be rejected out of hand by the media. Of course. But what about the public? What is fraud anyway but an alternative story explaining events? It doesn't occur in a vacuum. Like any narrative, it has to pass the believability test. And these days, American voters are much more hostile to the Democrats' tendency to smear and bully the populace into submission. Democrats have no doubt gone through the process analysis from their 2020 operations and have figured out new ways to spin their narrative. But even then, will Americans gullibly wait on the results of a handful of precincts as the counting of mail-in ballots continues in secret, after it could take days or weeks, as the New York Times is suggesting? I suspect not. After the fiasco of 2020, we do not want to be in that situation. We want to be in a situation where this election is too big to rig and the results are resounding. That is my hope. That is my prayer for 2024, because honestly, I don't think any of us can trust the fact that the Democrats will simply let the system play out if, in fact, Trump does win by a smaller margin. So we really have to win by a much bigger margin. Frankly, it helps to let the Democrats know ahead of time through advocates, through grassroots activism and punditry, that we have had enough of their duplicity. We are on to what they are doing. We are not buying a sequel to 2020. Democrats, no matter how many times Barack Obama lectures us, no matter how many times Oprah Winfrey does a media event, no matter how many celebrities they send out, no matter how many show tunes accompany this flop,